Hello and welcome to my Marketing in Action vlog. My name's Tom Beacon and I'm a first year student at Leeds Beckett University, currently studying marketing and advertising. And in this video I'll be talking about my interpersonal skills, personal skills, self-development and knowledge. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so first of all I'd like to talk about my transformation from sixth form to university. During the past few months I've noticed many similarities and differences between studying at my previous college, Torbach sixth form, and now currently studying at Leeds Beckett University. One of the main differences I've found is the learning style at university. It's heavily dependent on your motivation, willingness and enthusiasm for the subject and its course itself, including all three modules. This means putting in more hours of self-learning and independent research than what I'm used to previously. However, with only being in university for 3 days a week and a total of 9 hours, which is split between lectures and seminars, I have easily adapted to this. On the other hand, the main similarity is the structure and organisation of learning. In college we had a clear understanding of what we was going to be learning about and how the year would be broken down into certain topics and modules. This is very similar when you log on to MiA and actually click on the VLE. Here we can find the module handbooks and find what it is expected from us each seminar, what we need to learn and how we need to prepare for the following weeks prior to our January exams. To conclude, I found the transition from sixth form to university very different or somewhat challenging. I feel everything is logical and straightforward. That's because of the high level of organisation within the university. Now I'm going to talk about some of my personal skills, and first of all I'm going to start with time management. Time management during my first semester is something I've been trying to get to grips with. This is because I've never had to extensively plan my days due to university life being highly independent. There's no one there to cook, clean or wash your clothes for you. For example, planning when I need to be up and in for lectures and seminars, because I need to get up on time and organise myself to make sure I'm there and attending the lessons. Is making sure you allocate enough time for reading and making course notes when you have your days off. You need to prepare for the next seminars and lectures, so even simple planning and organisation skills, such as have I got any food in and what am I going to be making tonight. Also, aside from the actual learning part of university, there is a social side. This is something that I've learned to time manage during my first semester and will hopefully improve it because we need to divide our time between socialising and learning effectively. Okay, so I'm also going to be talking about learning style. During the first 3 weeks of Marketing in Action module, we completed personal performance factor tests, which helped us identify what type of learner we are. We did this by rating statements, depending on how true we thought these statements were. So for example, here's a statement: I prefer to learn by discussion. And here's another: I find it easy to remember where I last saw something. And I've included some pictures to show how we assess this. From taking these personal performance factors, I learnt what type of learner I am. I found out I'm neither just a visual, auditory or kinesthetic learner, but instead I'm all three. I have no preference. From this picture you can see all my scores added up to the same amount, which meant when learning or reading notes I wasn't tied down by one type of learning style and could choose either or, making it less monotonous whilst looking through notes and revising. Now I'm going to talk about some of my interpersonal skills. When it comes to teamwork, I greatly prefer working in large groups as opposed to learning by myself. One of the main reasons for this is so we can bring in new ideas to the table and feed off each other's thoughts to overcome challenges we may have been stuck on. This will inevitably improve my learning and understanding of topics within the course too. So for example, if I'm stuck on a certain particular point, or anyone else's, we can all work together to help provide them with the information they need to know in order to answer the question, because sometimes when you're tackling a question by yourself for the first time, or you're not used to it and haven't got the experience, it can be a tough challenge. So I feel like working in big groups can overcome that, and then obviously eventually it will prepare ourselves to answer the question without help from others. Another interpersonal skill is communication. I feel like my communication skills have been improving each week since I started university. Whilst communicating with others, I've seen a great improvement with my confidence, which I think is an important skill, as I started university not knowing anyone on my course and have entered a new environment in which I have made friends. Also, with living in Leeds, there is always something to do. I feel meeting and communicating with new people happens more often than when I lived at home. Self-development and knowledge. Now, throughout the first semester my English skills have definitely improved. Writing for communication module has shown me the importance of spelling and punctuation when communicating with possible customers and associates. As the weeks have progressed, I have felt more confident in writing pieces of work, such as press releases and web articles, which prior to the start of university I didn't know much about. In addition, we took MCQ tests each week in the Action for Marketing seminar, which are small past exam questions that really helped us develop our techniques and allowed us to see if we were on the right tracks in terms of knowing enough knowledge to answer the questions. For example, if it was a 20-mark question, we'll be expected to have at least 15 solid points in the main body of that text. So there is quite a lot of knowledge that we would need to know. Doing these tests were very beneficial and helped improve my confidence when tackling exam-like questions, and also getting me prepared for the January exams. It helped build up from 10-mark questions to 25-mark questions. I feel like these MCQ tests are a great opportunity and help with the development of my course. So, what have I learned from semester 1 and what will I change in semester 2? So from my experience in semester 1, some of the things that I would change that will not only improve my learning but university experience too is becoming more organised. This means with course notes, putting them in folders so I can easily read and revise them back, rather than losing them around my room and having them all jumbled up in my bag, so I don't know which piece of work is from which module. Furthermore, utilising my time more efficiently will greatly improve my opportunities. Getting more involved in the marketing society and attending guest lecture, I feel, will give me a broader view of the course as a whole, rather than just 3 modules I'm currently studying. I hope you enjoyed the video and have understood what I've discussed. I talked about my transformation from sixth form to university, my personal skills including time management and learning style, my interpersonal skills including teamwork and communication, my self-development and knowledge, and finally what I've learnt from semester 1 and how I will apply these changes during semester 2. Thanks for watching and goodbye.